All right, let's talk about a huge milestone. You've worked like crazy, you've been disciplined, and you finally see it sitting there in your bank account, $100,000. I mean, what a feeling, right? It's a massive achievement. But what if I told you that this symbol of success could actually be the biggest financial trap you'll ever fall into? Let's get into why.
Okay, first things first, let's be super clear. Hitting this number is a huge deal. This isn't just luck. This is pure discipline. We're talking about all the coffees you skipped, the late nights you put in, the sacrifices you made day after day. You should be incredibly proud of hitting this goal. Seriously. You have absolutely done the hard part. That grueling, day in, day out work of just stacking cash, it's behind you. You've basically won the first major battle in the war for your financial freedom. But have you won the war itself? Now that's the real question we need to ask. And this right here, this is the heart of the trap. You're actually getting poorer every hour. It just sounds wrong, doesn't it? How can you have more money in the bank than you've ever had, but somehow be getting poorer? Well, it's because there's this silent enemy that's constantly eating away at your savings.
So this brings us to this wild paradox. The very safety you feel from having all that cash is actually what creates the biggest risk. Your gut instinct is to protect it, right? To lock it away in a vault and keep it safe. But in today's world, that's just not the safest move anymore.
And this is the disconnect between how it feels and what's really going on. On one side, it feels so safe and secure, but the reality is that money is losing value every single day. You feel like you're being responsible, but it's actually a massive missed opportunity. You feel like you've crossed the finish line, but the truth is, you've only just made it to the starting line of building real wealth.
And here it is. Here's that silent enemy in black and white. On average, inflation chews up about 3.5% of your money's value every single year. So what does that mean? It means next year, your $100,000 will only buy what about $96,500 buys today. It's a guaranteed loss, year after year, just for doing nothing. That's the trap. So if just holding on to cash is a losing game, what's the move? The way out isn't about working even harder or trying to save even more. It's about a complete revolution in how you think about your money. It's about changing its entire job description.
This is the big mindset shift right here. You have to stop seeing your money as this treasure you need to hide and start seeing it as an army of workers that you can send out into the world. Every single dollar you have is a little worker, and its only job is to go out there and recruit more dollars. Your job? You're the general, and you decide where to deploy your troops.
So as the general of this army, how can you figure out how fast it's going to grow? Well, there's this awesome, simple little mental shortcut that investors use all the time. It's called the Rule of 72. It really couldn't be easier. You just take the number 72 and divide it by whatever annual interest rate you think you're going to earn. And bam, the answer is roughly how many years it'll take for your money to double. It's the kind of math you can do on a napkin, but wow, the implications are huge.
Just look at the power of this simple math. If you get a 3% return, it takes 24 long years for your army to double in size. But if you aim for a 7% average return, which is historically pretty achievable in the stock market, all of a sudden, it only takes about 10 years. And at 10%, you're doubling your money in just over 7 years. The rate of return, that's your army's marching speed.
Okay, so let's play this out. What happens when we apply this rule over a longer period of time? What can that initial army of 100,000 little dollar workers really do if you just put them to work and get out of their way? Let's map out the journey from 100K to $1 million. At year 0, you deploy your $100,000 army. Using our rule of 72, with that 7% return, after about 10 years, it doubles to 200,000. But here's the magic. Now you have twice the workers, so 10 years after that, at year 20, you're at 400,000. You see how the growth is speeding up? At year 30, you're at 800,000. And just 5 years after that, you cross the $1 million mark. And here's the most important part. This happens without you saving one single extra dollar. This is all the work of your army. $1 million. That is the potential that was locked up inside your initial savings. It's the incredible result of shifting from a saver's mindset to an investor's mindset. And it's the ultimate escape from the $100,000 trap.
Look, remember that incredibly hard work of saving that first $100,000? You did it, it's done. But the real wealth-building work, that's just getting started. Your money is sitting there ready to work for you. The only question left is, are you ready to be its boss?